Okay, so this is the QIMO USB. What we're going to do is we're going to restart the computer so that we can enter it into the BIOS. Plug in the USB.
Should really get that, eh? That's a complex part of the procedure.
Oh yeah.
Plug in the USB.
You'd be surprised some people actually get that wrong. Press F9.
10.
10. Terry's right. F10?
F10. Envisioning take 1, take 2.
Boot options. When you go to boot options, you want to give some time. So 10 seconds, enable, disable, enable, 10 seconds, second, third, fourth, fifth. USB hard disk, we want it to go second. So we're going to hit it here. So the setup is 10 seconds, enable, disable. Multi-boot, you want to enable it. Boot pop-up delay, 10 seconds. USB hard disk, you want it to go second because it's the second thing you should read. F10, you're going to save changes and exit. Yes, which you hit F10. Afterwards, you're going to enter into the BIOS. So it's hit F11. You see you have the choice between USB hard disk or notebook hard drive. So we want to enter the USB hard disk. Click enter, hit enter. Now QIMO, the installation interface pops up. You want to install QIMO. You can try it if you want for the first option, but you want to install it, which is the second option. Hit install.
I'm nodding with the camera going, don't do that. Do this.
And the QIMO's going to pop up.
QIMO for kids.
Just like a... Oh well. First step, 1 out of 7. You're going to hit English. So, it's already ready. English. Click forward. Wait. Oh, so you want the region is Canada. Time zone is Central.
Central, yeah.
Forward. The suggested option is USA. You can actually choose Cherokee for syllabics if you have a syllabic typeset, but then we want to stick with English USA keyboard for now because this is what's imprinted on the keyboard. Hit forward. Now this is the tricky part. Where do you want to put QIMO 2.0? You want to install it side by side so that you have a Windows boot, and you can also choose from startup QIMO as well, or Ubuntu. So we want to drag the slider so that we give QIMO 2.0 about, what was it, Terry, 35?
31.5.
35.1?
31.5.
31.5 gigabytes. 31.5 gigabytes. So right here we have 31.5 gigabytes allocated on the hard disk to QIMO 2.0. So that's the amount of disk space. Windows 7 has 107 gigabytes. QIMO has 31.5 because all you're pretty much going to do on QIMO is use the educational games. Click forward. It's going to ask you if you want to partition your hard disk. You say yes. Make sure that this is the step where you actually can't undo it. So be careful of how much disk space you really want to give. If you want to give more, you just slide more. And then this is where we have identity. Teacher, this is login, hit the password. For this case, it will be caps lock ABC123. You can always change this afterwards, which we will. ABC123. And then you will require my password to log in and decrypt my home folder. This prevents kids from accessing files and uninstalling programs because they'll need the password to do it. So
Password's so hard to figure out, so you'll never get it.
yeah. And then the last step, you just install. And then you just wait. And then that's done.
Hey.